Good afternoon. I'm Luke Falk here with the Golden Eagle Football Show. We have with us today Coach Jason Hardy. Coach Hardy, going into this game against Giles County, what were some of your biggest concerns, some of your what you thought were your strengths going into the game, and what y'all were looking at?
Well, obviously we knew that Giles County is probably one of the premier programs in the last 5 years in the mid-state. Yeah. And even though they got a new coaching staff, they still have a lot of great athletes. We knew they had a really good quarterback that liked to run the football. We knew they had weapons around them. So we were a little bit concerned about, containing some of the big plays, and that's really kind of what we worked on, was trying to limit the big plays. And, offensively we felt like that there were some things that we could take advantage of, and especially in our passing game, it's been really well. So, unfortunately, the things that we worked on and were worried about is what come back to haunt us. And, we didn't want to give up the big plays, and as you'll see, we gave up quite a few.
I was at the game last night, really not outplayed, just like you say, some big plays that we gave up at critical moments. You see in the opening drive, they go away down the field and then you hold them to a field goal, but then they get the ball back and just make some big plays. So it wasn't just an awful game, not as bad as the score represents, I don't think, from being there. What's the mood of the team after the game last night during y'all's?
Well, they know we missed the opportunity. I mean, we spot a good team, 14 points or 10 points or whatever it is, and then, in the fourth quarter got it to a one-touchdown game with a chance to win. And like you said, big plays kind of got us at the end where, we very easily could have went down and scored to win the game, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's a 20-point game. You just cannot give up explosive plays, and unfortunately, we did that, put ourselves in a hole early, and you just can't dig out of those types.
Against a team like that, it's hard to dig out of those holes when they're taking advantage of all those missed opportunities. And like you say, the past since Bo Wallace was there, who's now at Ole Miss, which was I got to play against him my sophomore year. Yeah, they've been a real good team. And when you're playing a team like that, you have got to capitalize on those opportunities, and you can't let them take those opportunities away from you. So that's enough of us talking, and we'll cut to the game film.
Well, we opened up the game here, giving the ball to 45. Just, our kicking game, we've got to improve on it. We can't give a good team the ball to 45.
A real strong run game by Giles County. Number one seems to be pretty good running back. I think they give the ball to 15 sometimes for some speed. But you're, getting 4 and 5 yards on the run. Linebackers sometimes kind of waiting for the hits to come to them, and you just can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can see right there. I mean, it's a good example of we were worried about the run game. They came out and then kind of got us coming up, and when they did, they started throwing. I mean, here's a tough call right here, Tyler.
From where I was sitting, I really did not think that was a pass interference call. Number one, I don't think the ball was very catchable, kind of away from him. You couldn't see it as well on film, but I thought that Tyler just secured the tackle with his arm and then tried to swat the ball away. And again, the same thing here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was just got tripped up with their feet.
Looked like incidental contact, didn't it?
Yeah, it did not, and that hurts. 2 big penalties there that you can't make up for, but a good stop here.
Great job there by Will Drawn, Michael Imes, and the defense did a good job stepping up right here when they got their backs inside the red zone. Another good play,
Another
Tony
big stop.
Patterson. And Tony right there, he was defensive end for first 4 games. We moved him to linebacker, and he had a really good game. So a great job by Tony moving positions.
Keeping them to just a field goal is really a win on that drive right there. With them being that deep in
we gave it to
your territory.
Gave them the ball at the 45 and gave them 30 yards in penalties. We'll take the field goal. And then just, come out and we get opportunity here and have a bad snap on the first play. Once again, can't do it against good teams.
When you're in the pistol formation, the quarterback's a lot closer, and when the snap is coming that hard and it's just a little bit too high, it's really hard to recover.
Here we got a third down play, just trying, we put ourselves, the first 2 plays puts us 3rd and long. Here we got a new punter.
Too early
to
take a shot.
We felt like we held them to a field goal right there, play field position. Mason does a good job taking over the punt duties. It's not a great punt, but they don't return it with their return game. Kicking it out of bounds sometimes a good play. And
it's better than, and I didn't really know about that play. There wasn't really anybody in that.
Yeah, we got the grounding call there and put them in good position for our defense.
Yeah.
And then right here is just, there's no excuse for this. We got 3 guys there. The coverage is there. We're just not making a play.
Were you in a cover 3 on that? I believe I remember you you asking the safety why he wasn't the deepest man on the field in the cover 3.
You'll see it happen a lot. We have middle of the field safety, and they're just, not moving their feet. And then, give up a big play, and then that's just too easy. You can't you got to make them earn it.
Good running quarterback, too. And I believe did we block?
Got a tip on this one right here.
It's hard to see the ball sometimes on film from this far away, but
kind of put ourselves in a hole here, down 10-0. So this is kind of one of those drives we felt like was pretty critical, and come out with Tyler did a good job all night on the return game, getting the ball back here to the 40.
And a good thing this week, as opposed to last week, you weren't even allowed to. That phase of your game was totally taken away last week with the good kicker at Franklin. Just missed this pass right here. I loved that call, the wheel route there. Y'all do a lot of quick passes, and that corner bit on the fake there, and just missed a big opportunity.
Here's a big 3rd down right here. Do a good job seeing what coverage they're in right here. Mason's getting the protection, and just kind of get tied in. Crosses O.J. Davis, who's a sophomore. Great throw, great catch by a young man.
Another good play call. You get the defense going one way, and it's risky because you got to just trust that he's going to be open there, but it pays off. And Dallas, I thought, ran the ball hard last night. But, you got your 6'1", 225-pound running back there. You gotta expect him to get upfield and get tough yards.
When he gets his shoulders pointed up. And right here is what we get 9 yards on the run, and then this to us is a run play. I know we're passing it, but that's a run play.
I did like the sneak call right here, where he lines up in the gun and then runs up underneath the center.
You can see we do a lot of empty. Good protection right there, good block by Dallas. Right here is a sophomore mistake right here, Luke. You've played quarterback.
You triple coverage right there. You're better off to either try to get a yard or 2 or throw the ball out of bounds. You have nothing to win there. And ended up banging Tyler up. He went up for the ball, and they kind of knocked him around a little bit. But that was a sophomore mistake, like you said. And me and Mason talked last night, and I told him the same thing. You're a sophomore. You just got to learn to not make those plays.
If that's a 4th down play, it's one thing. As far as here's once again, we got a middle of the field safety. Just not moving their feet, and no excuse for people getting behind us in the secondary. We're going to shuffle around, find people that can stay there. Good little screen call right here. Good job pursuit.
And really, he should have come up behind his lineman. They ran the screen play very well. Their linemen stay together and build a wall really for the running back. You'll see later on in the game, they run it very well.
So right there, we had them on 3rd and short, and we get a cornerback lining up off sides. Just once again, mistakes that hurt us. Good job by Michael Leddings here on cornerback coming up and keeping it for a minimal gain.
But if you're not at 3rd and 1 there, that's a much better play, and Again, and number 15 is fast.
He's a really good athlete, good football player. Great hustle there by our safety, but once again, you got to just make the tackle right there. They go for 2 here. I don't feel like our kids were
kind of down.
They had their head down a little bit right there. I mean, that's it's a big play. You never know. So now really our backs are against the wall, and a lot of credit to our kids. Get down early like we've got, and they come back and they fight. They fight here in the second quarter and on out through the game.
And typically with the Shelbyville team, and I know it's a frustrating thing for you in the years past, have not played well down. I know when I was there,
exactly.
A lot of our guys did not play well from behind. And so I was also very glad to see that they didn't just give up, as a lot of times has happened.
Once again, got a little check with me right here, seeing what they're in. They kind of gave us a look that we thought they were going to give us going into the week. Just got to have time to throw the football.
Yeah,
that guy's open.
And I guess I'm more partial to the quarterback position anyways, but there's just nothing you can do.
No.
When they're coming up the middle and around both sides, it is hard to do anything. Much better on the screen pass here. And again, with the screen passes, you're trying to get it out quick, and a lot of times you short arm it, and that causes the ball to sail. But he did do a better job on that pass of getting it down.
Once again, not a long punt, but good enough, good coverage, take the return game away.
I thought the punting game had improved from the weeks past. A much better improvement than what it has been.
Just too soft on the coverage right there. I mean, we're either too soft or we're too aggressive or too soft, and we just got to find that happy medium right there. 3 big pass plays that just really hurt us there in the first quarter.
So score going into the second quarter, it was
17-0.
17-0. All right. Well, we're going to hear a word from our sponsors.
Are you hungry for some really good food? Visit the Huddle House in Shelbyville, Tennessee for some of the best food any hour, every hour. From the breakfast items to the evening steaks and seafood, the Huddle House in Shelbyville gives you a complete line of great meals, and you'll always be greeted with a smile and come on in. Visit the Huddle House located at 1209 North Main Street in Shelbyville. For carry-out orders, call them at 931-685-0082.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Sure what happened.
Second half here, our second quarter.
Second quarter. Thought we played better in the second quarter than the first quarter, but dug a big hole in the first quarter. Good stop
nice
there.
Nice play there, but Will drawn. Yeah, and it's important. We hadn't got anything going offensively. Defensively, gave us some big plays, and felt like right here is the time we've got to do something defensively. they get to midfield and we get a turnover on downs, big time.
Huge fourth down right there.
Little option play here.
And I never had that breakaway speed, but he has a little bit more than I've got there. But great play there, I thought, to get something going offensively. And then we miss an extra point.
Oh, that's a theme all night. Something positive happened, and then we have a negative, and there's no excuse for that right there, coming right up the middle. But hey, getting on the board, we've got ourselves a game here. We got to come back. We need another big stop, and just
much better kickoff there also. And I know a lot of people, ask the question why kick it short, and the idea is to get it high enough where they don't get any yards, because you have guys like number 15
exactly
there,
right.
who can just take off with it.
And that's kind of our theory. And
so when you kick
people do it to us the same way.
When you kick it low, it really makes the kickoff look bad. It makes the concept not really look good when you.
We just got to execute it. And then you seen a while ago they caught us in man coverage, run the jet sweep, and took poor angles and didn't turn it back inside. And 15's electric type player and just can't do that. But here we go. We don't hold our heads down. We come back. We know it's right. We need a good drive here in the second quarter and keep us within distance to strike. We've got 2.5 quarters left. The jet sweep here with Tyler. Good job out front. That's 5 or 6 yard gain, but it's what you want to do, Luke, is everything. It's not just about running up the middle. We gotta
set
make everything
up
in the field and do a good job right here on. I guess it's 3rd and short. Got another little check with me play right here. Going to
almost
shift
like
out.
a wishbone, like a reverse wishbone formation here.
I think they jump off sides and give us the first down.
They had a defensive tackle that lined up offside several times, and I didn't understand why he kept doing that.
He's 280. He couldn't help it. We don't have that problem. Another jet sweep right here. A holding call. Tough right there. I mean, it's tough to tell right there. Good effort.
And that puts you at 2nd and 20.
We just can't play. Can't play good football.
Now
penalties.
You're playing two, 2 first downs here that you have to get.
Wasn't there. Mason does something, getting something positive. Don't look like much, but a 5 yard gain. It's still 2nd down. So that's what the decision making process from the first quarter to the second quarter is a lot different.
Much better decision on that. And like you say, when you've got somebody come up the middle and both sides, there's really just not a whole lot you can do. And you've got to get that.
You've got to make the block there.
If you don't get a block on a screen like that, your receiver is caught. He's caught dead in the water. He not much else you can do, and that guy's on you as soon as you catch the ball.
A big 3rd down right here. Take a shot. When it's 3rd and
I like
15.
I like the taking a shot. I think you have to.
It's tough.
I think you've got to there.
Here we go. Good protection right here. So we get a good punt off, and it's kind of short. Once again, missing opportunities there, and it all starts with the penalty. You can't have 1st and 20s.
You got the first down, and then ended up going back to the penalty. Here's a nice block on the. That's
great job on the screen. We've got to get him out of bounds there by the safety position. Great hustle here by our cornerback out and giving us a chance to keep him out of the end zone. But you got to make a play over there.
And when you've got a big quarterback like that from the one, it makes it a lot easier. But again, you're never in that position if you don't get the penalty on the first down run when you're on offense. So
definitely. And right here's this is the drive that kept us in the game right here. It'd been easy to fold tent. This is basically the last drive before for half, and starts with a good kickoff return. I mean, it ain't great, but we're outside of 20, getting what we get by Sente right there. But a good job right here, not panicking. Dallas, I'd like to see him cut it up right there.
I said
one
the same
cut.
thing.
You got to make yards after that.
I was sitting with a group there. I said the exact same thing. He's 225 pounds. There isn't an edge. There isn't a corner for Dallas Castleman. He gets tough yards.
He's running hard right there on that play.
And you'd like to see him cut up field there, but he, like you say, he is running the ball hard.
Once again, I mean, we found a little success running the ball. It's going to always open something else up. And, right there we go 3 straight times to Dallas and get a first down. They're going to adjust, and you can see they're going to start coming up here with the linebackers here in a second and start blitzing, which they don't do a lot of blitz. We just can't take negative plays. Now you see they've got 7 in the box. A while ago they just had 5 or 6. And what does that open up for you? A little option play getting out. And give us third, and he falls for it. 3rd and 5 or 6, a lot better than the 3rd and 15
Absolutely.
from a while ago.
You can work inside of 3rd and 6. It's hard to work with 3rd and 15.
Great catch right here. I mean, it's a low throw. He gets down there and makes a really good catch.
Really good catch. I do like opening it up with the pass, though. I really liked how right here at the end of this drive we started passing the ball more. You getting the ball out to your playmakers.
And there's the same play as earlier. We just get the block this time. It was set up for it. We'll take 8 and 9 yards on a simple screen all day long.
Instead of a loss of 5, you get a good gain.
Great job sitting in the zone. Great throw by Mason. Good job by Detrell Carpenter.
And when those 5 and 6 yard passes start clicking, it really gets your offense going, and those are hard to cover whenever the ball is already in the air. The guy stops his route, and it's just really hard to cover.
I'm talking about the run game. We get a run game, now they have to go man. We like Tyler, anybody in the mid-state, we like Tyler one-on-one. We throw it up and give him a chance.
Really special kid there, and like I said, I liked taking the shot downfield. And again, anything to Tyler Eddings, he goes up and makes plays. He's a hard-working receiver. That's hard to find.
Great job by the line there and getting his brother Michael Eddings in there. Once again, something positive happened. Here we go. We have a breakdown right up the middle. I mean, that's just, I've been coaching a long time. That's the first game I've ever been a part of 3 blocked extra points. But a huge drive right there, Luke, for us.
Absolutely.
Momentum-wise going into the half right here. Like I said, our kids really battled. We had a good mixture of run and pass on that, and that's what we've got to do. We're not a team that can do either one.
Get in that rhythm. Yeah, you have to get in that rhythm, and then it's hard. Corner cuts inside that block here. As a corner, you're the last line of defense on that edge. You've got linebackers and safeties and D linemen coming in behind you. You have got to stay on the outside and cut that guy back into your big guys.
Much better play right there on the screen. But, the biggest thing to me right there in the second quarter, obviously we give up some big plays, but the drive, 7, 8, 9 play drive right there, a good mixture of run and pass. And when we're executing, not getting the holding penalties, we're very good on offense, but it's just, those things that kill yourself.
I think that drive really played into how well you'll see Central come out here to start off the second half. And again, could have teams in the past, they probably would have scored on that those last few seconds. So getting better, doing some things right, keeping their heads up, playing hard, and we're going to go back to our sponsors, and then we'll come back with the second half.
In 1983, Kenneth Westner had a dream of owning a car lot with his son Eric, helping clients find that great ride at an affordable price. Today, that dream is reality. Clients get that affordable price with weekly and bi-weekly payments. Taking both debit and credit cards, they have opened the door for you to get that great ride at an affordable price. Stop by 1301 Madison Street in Shelbyville or visit them on the internet at www.westernauto.com. Need directions? Call 931-684-4731. Remember, for that great ride at an affordable price with easy payments, visit Kenneth Westner Automotive and talk to Kenneth or Eric today.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
Turn on this one, so skip it. Y'all missed that kickoff return there, but Tyler Eddings jumped over one of the defenders. It was an exciting play. Probably not the smartest decision to
set the tone though for
set
the third
the tone
for
this quarter here. Then he gets the ball, comes out, has a nice gain.
Once again, holding. That's a debatable call. Great job here offensively. We executed this really well.
I really liked this shot here, taking a shot downfield. At this point, you got to get something going.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a trick play right there Justin Palmer put in this week, and it really worked. Didn't work all week.
Is that his special
Didn't work
play
all
for the
week. It's one of those that don't work all week, and then you hit it in the game.
Well, that's better than it hitting all week in practice
That's
and
right.
not hitting in the game. Plays like that, you have one shot to run well, and it worked that time. Hard yards by Dallas.
Oh, yeah. And I thought Dallas really did a good job. We challenged him last week about getting downhill, and right there you run
Nice
hard,
keep.
and then you make it easy work for the quarter. It looked like Luke Falk pulling it and getting the end zone down.
Well, like you told me, we didn't run option plays, really. You just kind of knew I was going to try to keep it every time. So
right there, got him in man coverage right there, and it's one-on-one.
And a lot of people didn't like the going for 2 call, but personally, you've missed you missed your 2 extra points.
When you get 3 blocked, and you're down by 12, you got to.
Me and Dad were congratulating you on the 2-point conversion call. We liked that. Trying to get something going again.
Don't do a very good job setting the edge by the end, but we do stay with it. Great job by the safety coming up and slowing him down.
Yeah, and you'd really like to see that, like you say, you want those linebackers flowing in behind. As soon as that guy makes his cut, you need to be there
Exactly right. We got to play
meet
down.
him. He's get a couple extra yards there, and those yards come back to hurt you.
Right here, there we go. Now we're getting some push. Now we're playing downhill, and a great stop on 3rd down. They come out and go for on 4th down. We got to, just not a very good play by senior defensive end there, jumping off sides. But hey, still got to drive it 45, 50 yards, and we're going to make a play right here. Sophomore linebacker. Force him out of the pocket.
Good play by the defensive line here. Sets up your pick.
O.J. Davis there, pressure.
But really, the defensive line made that play there, pushing him out of the pocket.
And we got a turnover once again. There, a little option play.
1st down by Cunningham. Good run. And you know, he's really got to be comfortable doing that. He's got to be, you know, he's got to get to where it just flows. You know, with the pass, the run, he's comfortable doing whichever at all times. You know, sometimes being so young gets a little skittish there, and you can't blame him. Good run by Michael Eddings here.
And here's the burst that this is why Michael's getting a lot of playing time. He just got a motor, and don't like that in the end zone right there. Didn't see it until the film, but
I saw it, and I saw the referee have a little word with him. The referee did not like it either.
We'll
and
take
again,
care of that,
another blocked field goal.
You know, talking about going for two, we probably should have went for two every time. But no better we can protect.
I'm not going to lie to you, Coach Hardy. That's what I was thinking up in the stands. I was wanting you to go for two again. Good kickoff here, I thought, letting Micah Thompson kick it deep, but then your coverage, you know, and
well, we just don't cover. And to be honest, we were still supposed to be pooching it, and we don't. But the point of it is you got to cover every time. And we got out of our lanes, and number 7 made us pay. Here's a little two-point conversion, a little pick route. Those are tough to cover when you get them blocked downfield. But
they didn't see that, I don't guess. But.
You know, kind of misjudged this one, so we're starting at the 20.
And with this team, you know, starting from the 20 is unusual. You know, used to that kicking game. I think that's what hurt so bad in Franklin. Used to that kicking game starting you off about the 40-yard line. And so anytime the ball's not kicked in the end zone, you really need to field that kick. But
definitely. But you see we coming out here on this drive, two hard runs. Great job by the line and the perimeter blocking. Once again, there we go. Just settle in the zone. Take what they give us. Thought Mason and Detrell were really on page on the little.
I did also. It's an effective play, and again with Dallas here, you know,
just you know, a no gain is a lot better than a negative.
Loss, and those plays very seldom work. You know, you see it on the highlight reel on ESPN every now and then where one guy, one time has done that in a game, but it doesn't show the 5 where they get tackled for a loss. So
here you go. They bring more than we can go. He's trying to throw it hot, and we just, you know, those are tough when they bring more than you can block. Just got to get it out quick.
Yeah, and you know, at that point you have to take a hit. Great catch here,
Detrell Carpenter.
Way to go up, and that's hard to focus on the ball when you're getting hit. You know, I know. I never played receiver much, but I know the challenge. I have a messed up hold
well, we
here.
Just dropped the ball there, the holder. I mean, we finally get it blocked. We miss kind of the story of the night. Fix one thing and something else happens. Good coverage on this kick.
And that right there is really exactly what you want to happen on that pooch kick there.
That's the goal right there. Starting at the 30, I mean, I know you'd like to kick in the end zone. But starting at the 30 makes it tough.
Not everybody has a kicker that, you know, you faced 2 already this year that can.
Oh, that's a weapon, especially at the high school level. You know, here's a drive right here that I feel like a big missed opportunity. We get a block in the back right here. Great effort by Tyler. He gets held right there, and he still comes back and makes the play. So, I mean, not only is he making plays on kickoff return, offense.
He's been all over the place all year, really.
But, you know, here's an opportunity. We've got them. They made a mistake. 2nd long, and just, you know, once again.
Give up a long. And, you know, you hate to see it be a run by the quarterback that messes you up.
But we still got them 3rd down here. It's the same thing. Just a simple go route, little post, and we're just not there to cover it. I thought, you know, we're close to hitting on the ground, but the fact is we're there to hit him when the ball arrives. He don't make the catch.
Yeah, and it was a good catch. Even if it did slightly hit the ground, it was still a good catch.
Oh, yeah.
Not a very good throw, which is rare for that quarterback there. But like you say, you got to be. I mean, you have to be there. You can't leave a guy that wide open.
Well, I mean, the opportunities here. We're in the game. It's a touchdown game, and we've got them on 3rd and long. We've got to get off the field, and you know, you don't have a lot of chances to do that. And I felt like if we got off the field right there and we get the ball back, if we go down and tie it up, I felt really good.
Yeah, especially the way the momentum shift coming out in the 3rd quarter was huge. And I'm with you. I think if you could stop them here and go down and score and capitalize on that it just keeps going. Shelbyville's always really been a momentum team. You know,
make that tackle there. Unblocked linebackers, it's all you can ask for as a coach, getting kids one-on-one unblocked, and you know, sometimes just got to make plays. Their credit, you know, Giles County, you know, I thought this was a difference in the game. As bad as everything was early on, we come back and get it with a 1 score. If we have them stopped right here, good teams don't let you stop them. They made all the plays, and they get in here and go back up by 2 scores. So credit Giles County for a lot. You know, we did some things wrong, but they also did a lot of things right.
And when you're playing the teams that y'all and good block,
good effort,
good block takes who is number 30?
Jalen Thompson.
Jalen Thompson. He come off the edge hard all night long. Tyler here with another pretty good return. You know, when you're playing the teams that y'all are playing, the better teams in the state, you don't really have a lot of off weeks, you know, so to speak. And when you play those teams, you've got to make the plays.
Here's making something out of nothing. It's a loss of 10, and we end up only making a yard, but a good job.
That was huge compared to loss of 10. Third quarter, I thought definitely improved from a lot of your mistakes in the first half. I think what made me being a former player, what made me the most happy was not coming out defeated. You know, a lot of times sitting in the locker room with, you know, especially on my team, I felt like a lot of times if we were down first half, it was tough coming out of that locker room. So I really liked how they come out. But you still got to make those plays on defense. I mean, you don't get those opportunities.
You're right, Luke.
Like you said.
We come out, and I feel like we outplayed them. You know, we go down, we score, we get a turnover on defense, we get it to a 1-score game, then we have a breakdown in the kicking game. Well, then we go back again and score. We're still a one touchdown game going into the fourth quarter, and we have a third and 6, and just don't get off the field. And you know, that's really probably the difference right there. And you'll see in the fourth quarter
kind of
have
slips
some
away,
opportunities, and you know, you get those chances only very, very few times, and you got to take advantage.
Against a team like that, you don't get those chances a lot. And I know, I you know, being a quarterback, I watch Mason a lot on the sidelines, and when your offense, and I think it's the same for the whole offense, but your offense makes a huge drive or a huge play, you know, things are going good, and you're watching the defense, you're cheering your defense on, and then you see just simple stuff they let go, or there's a breakdown somewhere, you know, and a big play happens. And as an offensive guy, you know, you're sitting there, you're like, man, you know, I mean, you feel almost defeated because it's like no matter how many times we score, it's not.
It's tough. And then, you know, not only like I thought the defense played a lot better there in the third, you know, getting the turnover and getting stops, besides the one drive. But, you know, big play momentum's like a kickoff return. I mean, you know, you're having trouble enough giving up explosive plays to their offense, and you definitely can't let them have explosive play on special teams, and especially when you just got it to 30 to 24.
Yeah,
I mean, you
just
battled
came
from 30
back
to 12 to 30 to 24, and you've battled and put yourself in a great spot. We had all the momentum. I felt like they were on their heels, and that kickoff to me was a very big play.
A big one, especially you had him pinned deep. I mean, you know, you let your kicker. There might have been a miscommunication, I think you said, but the kicker kicked one deep, which he doesn't normally do, and the guy actually bobbles the ball and kind of bounces over his head a little bit, and so you think you're going to have a great spot here, and then you know you let that big play happen. So we're going to see how the fourth quarter comes out, and now a word from our sponsors.
J. Jordan Boutique, located at 104 Public Square in Shelbyville, has become the ladies' choice for shopping. With name brands like Miss Me jeans, tops, purses, and belts, Big Star jeans, Ya Los Angeles, Blue Pepper, Umge junior and plus sizes. Not to mention all the other brand fashions in junior missy and plus size ladies. Stop by and discover why J. Jordan is the #1 ladies' apparel shop in the area. Open Monday through Saturday from 9:30 till 5:30. Also visit the newly opened J. Jordan shop located in the side of Southern Charm across from the Bell Buckle Cafe. You'll be glad you did.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
31W. We're more than just an insulation company. We're also a garage door company, and a shelving company, and a mirror company, and a fireplace company. In fact, if it has to do with the look of your home, 31W's probably that too. Give us a call. Let us give you a free in-home estimate, and we'll show you how easily 31W can change the look of your garage, your bathroom, well, you get the idea. We've been family owned since 1972, so call 31W today.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Back here to start off the fourth quarter. Good run by Castle. I mean, he really ran the ball hard all night, and running up the middle, making a few cuts here and there is really him and his element. So, good way to start off the fourth.
Yeah, here we go. It's a two-score game, and you're probably going to see it. Here's the biggest momentum. Two plays in a row here, we get it, and it's a young guy, sophomore, coming in, filling in, gets his hands on it. It's a tough catch. Here we come back to the play you liked earlier, and I mean, well, it's not this, was the next one. Here we go. We're setting up. Nothing here. So we got third down. Come up with we got a little wheel route going here, and it's a great throw from Mason.
And like you, I think this was a turning point in the game. I think this was the downhill slide here in the game. I think if you score on this drive here, you see a different team, a different Shelbyville team in the fourth quarter. Good throw, and
good job of their safety getting over. Sometimes those are plays you got to make, and really, really hated to punt it here. I knew we needed to keep on getting first downs, but you can't just put your defense out there.
Can't give them the ball at the 50-yard line.
Like I said, still a two-score game here. You got to have a little faith in your defense and try to get the ball back here with a chance to win the game. And then here we go. We're hanging our heads. We've got two guys for one, and he gets behind us.
You can, like we said over and over, you cannot give up those plays against these teams. We're not. You don't play nobodies every week. I mean, you're playing good football teams, and if you cannot make the plays you're supposed to make, it makes for a long road.
Well, like I said, we punted and try to give our defense a chance, and then we just can't give up a big play, especially when you got two defensive backs back there to make
good
a play.
Return here by Eddings again. I really don't know why teams keep kicking it to him, to be honest with you, but they do, and we like it. Nothing going there.
I don't know what really happened there. It wasn't very good.
You had the trail open down here on the corner, but I don't know if he had enough time to, maybe didn't feel like he had enough time to get it out.
Go third down. Now we're kind of feeling like we're in that four-down territory. Right here, I mean, a good job on the completion. The route's got to be a little bit deeper there. That's supposed to be a 10 to 15-yard route.
And you got to know where your first down marker is.
Right.
That's something that, you have to do.
Here we go, another learning.
Another learning experience.
I'll say this to him, and I tell him on fourth down, don't take a sack.
A little anger, frustration there on the head. I know that feeling. And me and Mason talked last night again, and there's a difference sometimes. A lot of times people will tell if you're the leader of the offense, sometimes it's time to take over, and there's a difference in in taking over all by yourself and taking over and getting guys behind you to make plays. And just I really, like you say, it's some sophomore mistakes that he's got to learn from. Has the makings to be a really great football player.
He's been really good and great work ethic. And, right now he's taking a pounding right here, and you see how hard he's still going, commanding the offense. We're no huddle, and there's a lot of things we put on the quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of things to throw on a sophomore guy. But I don't think anybody's harder on him than he is himself. He was really upset last night after this one. Dallas still trying to get his tough yards.
We're still going hard.
Still going
Here we go.
hard.
Got to throw. Got tripped up right there. Zeke gets injured on this play. He's going to be all right, but and get a penalty as well. Just nothing there on that play. I mean, they've kind of got a good situation going, and they know we're trying to make something happen. Here's a good little screen right here. It's 3rd and about 20, and we just really want an opportunity to have 4th and manageable.
Yeah.
And here, like I said, this is an interception, but it's 4th down. You got to give a chance.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
Not this late in the game.
Right.
The first one, you were down further in their territory.
It's 1st down play. So that right there to me, giving a kid a chance to play. And, here we got our kids just really, really just playing for pride. And, I thought we didn't do a great job of handling some talking, and we got a couple of penalties and put us in a bad situation. We got a lot of young guys in here right now against, they've got their starting quarterback in, and they're playing hard here, and they're trying to finish off and get a little bit of playing time. Great job of Michael Imes right there.
And didn't think the defense really played bad.
This
game was just a
plays.
couple of big plays. I mean, they had a few drives where they drove down the field and scored, short, but a lot of their scores and a lot of their drives were based off of one or two big plays.
They have one drive that they earned, as far as what I mean by over 6 or 7 plays. Mm-hmm. One drive. Everything else was explosive play. The field goal was set up by bad field position and 2 penalties. So really one drive all night that they had 6 or 7 plays and earned a touchdown. The rest were explosive plays.
And that's the kind of stuff that you just can't account for. I mean, you cannot make that up. No matter how hard you try, you can't make that up when you give up
good job by
Luke Zahor
and a couple of these young guys right here right now.
Good to see some of the young guys get in.
Cause a fumble. Jay Hill, here's a guy that only plays JV, gets in, takes a great job returning. Look at Tyler Bailey, hustling. These young guys, they ain't worried about the score. They're worried about getting better. And, that's at least there's something positive there happening here. And last play of the game here, really good run by Sente. Good job blocking by these young guys.
What was the final score ended up?
It ended up, 57 to 30. And
didn't think it was that big of a. When you watch the
38 to 30 at the fourth quarter, and throw a pick six, give up some long touchdowns, and that's what happens with explosive plays. And had an opportunity there to go down and tie it, and next thing you know, it kind of got out of hand in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
And so, just like last week, we can kind of chalk this one up to we made mistakes here. Not a whole game of mistakes, no. Just the mistakes that we made were really big plays that set up scoring opportunities for a good football team, and you cannot recover from that when you're playing a team that is that good, that well coached, that it's when you mess up, right. They're going to take advantage of it. When another team messes up, a lot of times we take advantage of it, exactly. But it's just it seems the last 2 weeks we've been the one making the mistakes.
The difference is you're going to be mistakes made by high school kids.
Yeah.
There are always going to be mistakes, and that's a problem, but it's not the biggest problem. The mistakes that are made can't lead to big plays.
Absolutely.
If you make a mistake, give up a 3-yard gain, that's a lot different than making a mistake and giving up a 70-yard touchdown. So we got to correct those, and obviously we did a little bit better job, I thought, of on offense.
I thought the offense looked a lot better this week.
We've scored over 30 points, and when you score over 30 points, you give yourself a chance to win. Like I said, going into the fourth quarter, we've got opportunities. And to start off the way we did and have an opportunity in the fourth quarter, that's all you can ask for. Wish we'd have finished a little better. But when you put yourself in a press mode at the end, sometimes you have things like the interception return back for a touchdown. That's a product of things that happened a lot earlier. And, our kids battled hard. Still got half the season left and a big district run here to look forward to, and that's kind of where our focus is going to have to go to.
Next 5 games are all district games, starting next week with Franklin County over in Winchester, and that's been sort of a rivalry here over the last, any district game really. We play each other in every sport. You've played them for years. We play them in middle school. You play them all the way up through. You know all the guys, so it should be a good game. Franklin County's coming off 2 big wins, that you said. And going into this game, what are the advantages you think y'all have got? I know you've probably not had a whole lot of time to break down their film, but you've at least looked at it. What are going to be the key things that Shelbyville needs to do to win this football game?
Well, kind of opposite of the game we just had right there. Franklin County's got a great run game, always have, and we're going to have to do a great job defensively.
Do they still run the wing tee?
Still run the wing tee.
Hate the wing tee.
We've got to limit that and can't give up the long runs or the long passes. I'm sure anybody watching the film for the last couple of weeks is going to take some shots.
Yeah, they're going to take some shots downfield.
So we got to get that corrected. I think for us, offensively, we're going to have some things in the passing game that we can take advantage of. And our kicking game is going to be big once again. And you've seen Friday night, the return game was such a plus, but the cover game was just the opposite. We've got to get where the kicking game is positive all the way around. And it'll be a tough battle. Coach Carr does a good job over there. And 2 big wins, they got a lot of momentum.
But and momentum is big. A lot of people underestimate momentum, but momentum's huge, especially with, like you said, you got high school guys. A lot of emotions play into how well they play. So, looking forward to next Friday night, and we'll be right back here Saturday. Thank y'all for watching.